guys, see me in the workshop today. I'm sorry it's a blinking mess. I got a job to move in here, so it's just probably just as well you're not actually in here, because you won't be able to move any more than me. Right, got to straighten the wheel today. It's not out too badly, it's basically a busted spoke, so I'll proceed to replace the spoke. So I thought, well, while it was such a nice day, I thought bring the camera out and show you how we do it. Right, job one, take the tyre off. Funny enough, as I thought, there's no air in there anyway. Right. Oh, well, that's better. Right. Right, now that I've kicked it about, put that there, tyre off, put him up there, there's our wheel. Right, first job, locate the broken spoke, which is there, and the other bit is there. Right, just trying to locate the broken nipple. Oh, my hands are cold, I've got a job to do this. Alright, let's pop him in there a second. Right. Make sure it goes back in the same way, for obvious reasons. Right. There's that nipple again. Right. What you need to do is, obviously you don't want to get the spokes in all around the wrong way, do you? So, this is a double crossover, I think. Yes, which would be an under, over, miss one. Now I'm not going to do about wheel building in this video, so there's the hole. So what we've got to do is put a nipple in there and attach it to the stick this on a tradesman's trick. You screw it onto the end of a spoke like that, and you just feed it up through the hole. Put it underneath the rim tape and pop it in there like that. You don't screw it all the way onto the old spoke, you just literally just put it on a couple of turns just to get it to catch, basically. He says, as it's not catching. I said it was going to be one of those long videos, didn't I? See that? You see he's up through there. I think it might be because my hands are cold, actually. I'm sure this is the right length. Seems a bit... Oh yes, that's the one. There it goes. There we go. Pinch it up and take the old spoke out. Right, let's get the spoke key. I use one of these. I think these are Super B tool ones. I mean, you go to a lot in empty shops and they're all it's all a park tool and all that stuff. Well, yeah, I mean, it'll be fair. Like, you know, you get what you pay for, but these are a lot cheaper, but they're alright, they do the job. I couldn't afford to, when I started my business, I couldn't afford to buy all the park tool stuff because it was just too expensive. But, yes. Right, sounding similar. Right, now we've pinched him up, what we need to do now is to put it in a little jig to be able to straighten the wheel. Right, here's our jig. Well, it's actually homemade. was just a bracket basically with a piece of roof rack, a couple of tubes with 2 holes in the end. That's called my wheel truing kit, that is, and it works. And I've done many wheels with this, so I can tell you now this works for a treat. So you see these on it. You see these things on eBay that cost you an arm and a leg. Don't believe it, because you can do a job just as well with something else. You've fooled into thinking that you've got to do it. Everything's got to have the right tools. Well, technically you have, but anyway, it works for me, so I'm sticking with that one. Right, take the nuts off. I'll put him in there, and him in there, and whop the nuts back on. Got it in there, in the rack. Right, I don't know if you can see this little bit here. This is our, this is basically our little marker. Right. If you can see that, I've got the, there's the spacer on there. Basically what we've got to do now is get it so it's true. It just wants a tiny pinch up. That's exactly the right place then. Exactly where I thought it was. Right, what we need to do is ease it out slightly. So what we need to do is give him, he needs to pull over to the marker a little bit more, so just give him a quarter of a turn and we'll try him again. As it is. So we'll leave it there. I doubt if that was useful to anybody. And well, if it is, hopefully it will be. So oh, flip it heck. Right, I hope this was useful to someone, and see you in the next one. Cheers for now.